21st Century Edition Classic English Notes Revised and Enlarged for BA BSc Part 2 4th Year Class according to the new syllabus University of Peshawar and Gomal University by Professor S. A. Bukhari, M.A. Publishers New Classic Publishers Nowshera. New Syllabus English Paper B Part 2 BA BSc 4th Year 1. East and West 15 marks 2. Essay 25 marks 3. Textual Comprehension Passage from East and West 15 marks 4. Summary Unseen Passage 10 marks 5. Contextual Meaning 10 marks. Note: these 5 lessons are excluded from the syllabus. Number 1. Assignment with an octopus. Number 2. The Crossing at Attack. Number 3. England and Shakespeare. Number 4. The Story of Astronomy. Number 5. Some Economic Problems of Pakistan. Contents. Question number 1. East and West. Brief Urdu translation and important questions. Number 1. Peshawar, page 9. Number 2. The Indus in Fetters, page 24. Number 3. A Tell Like Jericho, page 33. Number 4. Two Wheels Over 9 Glaciers, page 41. Number 5. The People Pani Tiger, page 49. Number 6. The Idea of Pakistan, page 55. Number 7. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, page 69. Number 8. Qaid-e-Azam, page 76. Number 9. Flight into Karachi, page 83. Number 10. The Death of a Great Man, page 92. Number 11. A Cold Wind at Kitty Hawk, page 98. Number 12. Anything a Horse Can Do, page 103. Number 13. The First Man in Space, page 109. Number 14. Direct Energy from the Sun, page 116. Number 15. Pavlov, page number 122. 16. Iqbal's Message, page number 128. 17. The Pakhtuns, page number 136. 18. The Responsibilities of Youth, page number 140. 19. How Many People, page number 145. 20. Education for Tomorrow, page number 151. 21. Style and Purpose, page 155. Question number 2. Essays. Number 1. Students and Politics, page 162. 2. Women's Place in Our Society, page 164. 3. Knowledge is Power, page 166. 4. The Future of English in Pakistan, page 168. 5. Newspapers or the Uses or Advantages of Newspapers or the Role of the Press, page 171. 6. Co-education, page 173. 7. The Educational Value of Broadcasting or Advantages of Radio, page 175. 8. Wonders of Science or Value of Science in Everyday Life or Science in the Service of Humanity or Importance of Science, page 177. 9. Importance of Agriculture in Pakistan, page 179. 10. Unemployment, page 182. 11. The Value of Games and Sports, page 184. Number 12. Corruption, page 186. 13. Our Educational Problems, page 188. 14. Our National Ideology, page 190. 15. Smoking, page 192. 16. The problem of beggars in Pakistan, page 194. 17. Housing problem in Pakistan, page 197. 18. Smuggling or a national evil, page 199. 19. Adulteration or a national evil, page 201. 20. Life today is better than in the past, page 203. 21. Democracy as compared with dictatorship, page 205. 22. Pollution, page 208. 23. Drug addiction, page 210. 24. The influence of the cinema on life or the role of films or films and our life, page 212. 25. Students' unrest or the problems of our students or why are students dissatisfied or students and society, page 214. 26. Youth, a period of strain and stress, page 219. 27. Traffic accidents, page 221. 28. What is wrong with Pakistan's system of education or decline of educational standard in Pakistan, page 224. 29. Family planning or how to solve the problem of overpopulation, page 226. 30. Agricultural development is necessary for our survival or agricultural development in Pakistan, page 229. 31. Traveling or traveling as a means of education or traveling in the past and the present, page 231. 32. The aims of education or education, its meanings and purpose, or why should we educate our children, page 234. 32. Choice of a career, page 236. 34. War, an unmixed evil or evil of war or horrors of war, page 239. 35. Life is a constant struggle or life is action, page 242. 36. Failure of democracy in Pakistan or democracy in Pakistan, page 245. 37. Muslim unity, page 248. 38. Energy crisis in Pakistan, page 250. Essays in outlines, page 253. Question number 3. Textual comprehension East and West. Number 1. Peshawar, page 262. 2. The Indus in Fetters, page 264. 3. A Tell Like Jericho, page 266. 4. Two Wheels Over Nine Glaciers, page 269. 5. The People Pani Tiger, page 271. 6. The Idea of Pakistan, page 273. 7. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, page 280. 8. Qaid-e-Azam, page 283. 9. Flight into Karachi, page 285. 10. The Death of a Great Man, page 287. 11. The First Man in Space, page 289. 12. Pavlov, page 291. 13. Iqbal's Message, page 293. 14. The Pakhtuns, page 294. 15. Responsibilities of Youth, page 301. Question number 4. Summary of Unseen Passage, page 326. Question number 5. Contextual meaning solved exercises, page 358. Unsolved exercises, page 371. Page number 9. Chapter number 1 Content Questions پشاور اردو ترجمہ اس مضمون میں مصنف پشاور شہر کا حال بیان کرتا ہے۔ وہ چوک یادگار سے لے کر پشاور یونیورسٹی تک کی ہر اہم چیز کا حال بیان کرتا ہے۔ وہ اپنا بیان چوک یادگار سے شروع کرتا ہے۔ یہاں اس کی ملاقات ایک ایسے شخص سے ہوئی جو دوائی فروخت کر رہا تھا۔ وہ ایک مرہم کی تعریف کر رہا تھا۔ وہ دعویٰ کر رہا تھا کہ اس کے استعمال کرنے والا سانپ کے زہر سے محفوظ رہ سکتا ہے۔ اس کے بعد مصنف نے گلیوں میں گھومنا شروع کر دیا اور وہ ایک قدیم سرائے تک پہنچ گیا۔ ماضی میں وسطی ایشیا سے آنے والے قافلے یہاں قیام کرتے تھے۔ اب یہ سرائے بیکار ہو گئی ہیں۔ چوک یادگار کے رستے ہم مسجد مہابت خان تک پہنچ سکتے ہیں۔ یہ مسجد تاریخ میں خاص اہمیت رکھتی ہے۔ کہا جاتا ہے کہ سکھوں کے دور حکومت میں روزانہ 2 مسلمانوں کو اس کے مینار سے لٹکایا جاتا تھا۔ امام مسجد سے اجازت لے کر مصنف ایک مینار پر چڑھا اور شہر کا نظارہ کیا۔ پشاور میں الگ الگ چیزوں کے لیے الگ الگ بازار میں ایک تنگ سی گلی میں چاندی اور زیورات کا بازار واقع ہے۔ اس کے علاوہ کپڑے کا بازار، قالینوں کا بازار، جوتوں کا بازار وغیرہ ہیں۔ مصنف نے اپنے لیے جوتوں کا ایک جوڑا خریدا۔ پشاور میں چائے خانوں کی بہتات ہے۔ چائے فروش کے چہرے پر ہمیشہ مسکراہٹ رہتی ہے۔ اگر انہیں قہوہ خانہ کہا جائے تو بہتر ہوگا۔ یہاں کے باشندے بغیر دودھ کے سبز چائے قہوہ بنا کر پینا پسند کرتے ہیں اور چھوٹی الائچی ڈال کر اسے خوشبودار بناتے ہیں۔ اس کے بعد مصنف اس گلی میں گیا جہاں لوہے کا سامان فروخت ہوتا ہے۔ یہاں مختلف قسم کے چاقو موجود تھے۔ مصنف نے ایک خطرناک چاقو دیکھا۔ اس کا خیال تھا کہ یہ فصل کاٹنے کے لیے ہے، مگر یہ جان کر وہ حیرت زدہ ہو گیا کہ یہ چاقو چہرے کاٹنے کے لیے ہے۔ پیج نمبر 10 پشاور شہر کے بعد مصنف پشاور چھاؤنی گیا۔ پشاور چھاؤنی ملکہ وکٹوریہ کے زمانے کے انگلستان کی خوشبو لیے ہوئے ہے۔ ساتھ ہی ساتھ پٹھان قومیت کی چھاپ بھی ہے۔ یہاں بڑے اور کشادہ بنگلے ہیں۔ یہاں کی ایک قدیم عمارت ڈین ہوٹل ہے۔ یہاں 2 عجائب گھر بھی ہیں، جن میں ایک پشاور میوزیم اور دوسرا پشاور کلب کہلاتا ہے۔ چھاؤنی کا اپنا بازار ہے جو صدر بازار کہلاتا ہے۔ پشاور کی سب سے عظیم الشان عمارت پشاور یونیورسٹی ہے۔ مصنف جب 1952 میں امریکی سفارت خانے فلبرائٹ فاؤنڈیشن کے نمائندے کی حیثیت سے پشاور آیا تھا تو اس نے اس وقت کے سرحد کے وزیر اعلیٰ خان عبدالقیوم خان سے ملاقات کی تھی اور یہ جاننا چاہا تھا کہ فلبرائٹ والے یونیورسٹی کی تعمیر کے سلسلے میں کیا امداد کر سکتے ہیں۔ خان عبدالقیوم خان نے بڑے جوش و خروش کا مظاہرہ کیا اور اس کا عملی ثبوت پشاور شہر سے باہر پشاور یونیورسٹی کی جدید عمارت واقع ہے۔ Important questions. Question number 1. Describe in your own words the life picture of Peshawar as narrated by J. Spain. Or write the summary of the lesson Peshawar. Answer. J. Spain had visited Peshawar many times. He describes معنی بیان کرتا ہے the city beautifully. His description is as under. Number 1. Medicine seller. J. Spain begins the description of Peshawar from Chowk Yadgar. He comes across mani, mulaqat hona, a person who was hakim. He was selling medicines. He was praising his balm, mani, marham. He was saying that it was an antidote against snake bite. A large crowd of people was standing around him.
Dear students, this audio recording has been done for you by Humanitarian Development Organization Abbottabad. HDO is striving hard to bring positive change in sectors of health, education, and livelihood since 2011, non-funded and purely on self-help basis. Organization has not only converted the textbooks of KPK into audio form, but also of the whole country from FA to master's level, including courses of Allama Iqbal Open University. The core objective of this educational campaign is to enable visually challenged students to continue their studies up to the higher levels and play their positive role in the prosperity of their nation and country. These all recordings are being provided totally free of cost to visually challenged students. Other students rather than visually challenged students can also get benefit of this educational convenience. Humanitarian Development Organization Abbottabad. Email hdoatd@gmail.com. Website hdorg.net. Contact 03459541
Page number 11. Number 2. Old Sarais. The writer began to walk about the streets and reached the old Sarais, Mani Sarai. In the past, the caravans, Mani Kafile of merchants, Mani Tajir, came from Bukhara, Samarkand, Herat, Kashgar, and Mashid and stayed here. Now, these sarais no longer serve the purpose, mani, maqsad of hoteling. These have been changed into motor garages and workshops. Number 3. The Mahabat Khan Mosque. Mahabat Khan Mosque is one of the true Peshawari's favorite sites. It is hundreds of years old. One can reach the mosque through Chowk Yadgar. It has great importance in history. The minarets, Mani, Minar, of the mosque are very high. It is very spacious, Mani, Kushada, and beautiful, Mani, Khubsurat. The writer climbed a minaret to have a glimpse, Mani, Nazara, of the city. It is said that during the Sikh regime, Mani, Ehde Hukumat, 2 Muslims were hanged every day from its high minarets. Number 4. Peshawar Streets. The business streets of Peshawar are highly specialized. They convey all the warmth, mani, garmi, of life. Different articles, mani, cheezeं, are sold in different streets. Each street deals in just one particular trade, mani, khas karobar. The city is famous, mani, mashhoor, for a large number of products, shoes, caps, carpets, mani, kaleen, and hardware goods for a few of them. The shoes which are sold here are expensive as well as cheap. The writer bought a pair of shoes. Number 5. Tea stalls. Tea stalls are another common feature of the city. The tea which is sold here is of different kind. Many people like strong black tea with milk and sugar mixed in it. Many shops serve kahwa. It is a popular mani makbool drink of all. It is page number 12. Prepared mani tayar kiya jana with great care. These stalls are scattered in every business street. Number 6. Peshawar Cantonment. Peshawar Cantonment, Mani, Chhauni, is situated in the Sadr. It is modern, Mani, Jadid, both in style and character. It has broad, Mani, Kushada streets. It has churches, hotels, parks, and shops of Western type. Its large bungalows and comfortable hotels also add to its beauty. It has a bazaar known as Sadr. It has a big museum. It contains paintings and statues. Number 7. The University. The Peshawar University is situated Mani, Waqe, near cantonment. It is the most important achievement, Mani, Kamyabi of Peshawar throughout its history. In 1951, it was a single building which was known as Islamia College. It expanded rapidly and now it is one of the largest universities of Europe, America, and Asia. The writer came here in 1952. He met Khan Abdul Qayyum Khan, the Chief Minister of NWFP and Chancellor of the university. Khan Abdul Qayyum Khan asked him what help could American embassy give. The writer did not reply and told that he would inform him shortly. Question number 2. Mahabat Khan Mosque is one of the true Peshawaris' favorite sites. These lines occur in Peshawar by J. Spain. Describe in your own words the picture of Mahabat Khan Mosque as narrated by J. Spain. Answer: Mahabat Khan Mosque. The Mahabat Khan Mosque is situated near Chowk Yadgar. It is very beautiful. It has dazzling white. Page number 13. Minarets. Mani, minare. The minarets shine when the sun shines brightly. The central part of the mosque is very beautiful and attractive. Mani, dilkash. The mosque is very spacious. There is a pool, Mani, talab, of clear water in the middle. The courtyard is made of tiles. Rich red carpets, Mani, Ghalicha, lie everywhere. The people offer prayers here. Everyone in Peshawar seems to love it. People from all over the country come to Peshawar to see it and say their prayers here. The atmosphere, Mani, Mahol, is that of calm and peace. A historical building. The mosque has a great importance. It is a historical building. It is centuries, Mani, Sadiyan, old. It recalls to remind the past history of this area. Once Sikhs ruled this province. It was hard time for the Muslims. It is said that during their regime, Mani, Nizam-e-Hukumat, 2 Muslims were hanged every day from its high minaret. Climbing up the minarets, a visitor can see the whole city round. The writer climbs up the minaret. The writer got permission, Mani, ijazat, from the imam of the mosque and climbed up the minaret to have a glimpse of the city. He witnessed, Mani, dekhi, the real life that was going down there. He saw many men drinking tea and smoking chillum. He also saw women who were chatting with one another while doing their usual work. Mani, mamul ka kaam. Page number 14. Answer: a seat of trade. Peshawar is a seat of trade. The business streets of Peshawar are highly specialized, Mani makhsoos. The important feature, Mani Khubi, of Peshawar is that there is separate, Mani Juda Alag, bazaar for every separate article. Shoes, cloth, carpets, hardwares and other things are sold here. There are countless, Mani Beshumar, of them. Each street deals in just one particular, Mani Khas, trade. Number 1. Shoes. There is a street where all kinds of shoes are sold. Some shoes are costly, Mani mehenge, while others are cheap. The writer saw 24 varieties of shoes in a single shop. These ranged from a narrow thin sole Persian, Mane, Irani, slipper, embroidered, Mani Kashida Kari, with blue and gold, to a massive, Mani Bada, pair of brogans of Dutch wooden shoes, designed with 2 inches thick soles. There are many varieties, Mane Aksam, for the customers, Mane Gahak. The shopkeeper has ready-made definition for each variety. One is told that one pair was for wedding, another for going to Kabul, etc. The writer bought a pair of shoes. Number 2. Hardwares. The writer visited the street of hardwares. Hardware goods were just a few of the novelty things. Their quality was as impressive, mani, mutassir kun, as the variety, yet the price was very low. Number 3. Knives. The writer also saw knives of different kinds. They were made by blacksmiths. These were very beautiful and page number 15. Skillfully, mani, hunarmandi, designed. He saw a large sized knife. He thought that it was for cutting corn, but was stunned to know that it was for cutting human beings. Number 4. Ornaments. The writer saw a narrow, mani, tang, bazaar near Chowk Yadgar for silver, mani, chandi, ornaments, mani, zevrat. This speciality, mani, khususiyat, facilitates, mani, sahulat mahayya karna, a person to find as vast a variety of articles as possible at a fixed place. It also saves much of his time. Number 5. Sarais. In the past, caravan of merchants came to Peshawar from Samarkand, Bukhara, Herat, Kashgar and Mashhad. They stayed in sarais, inns built at the outskirts, mane, nawah, of the city for providing residence and safety, mane, tahaffuz, to the merchants. These sarais no longer serve the purpose of hoteling. These have been changed into workshops and motor garages. This does not mean that Pathans have changed their attitude, mane, ravaiya, towards trade. They know the rules of trade. Every article is presented in as many varieties as possible. The prices are also low, to quote the author. The merchandise in Peshawar Bazaar is exotic. Question number 4. Caravans of Pawandas now pass through a scholarly community which can hold its own, says J. Spain in his essay on Peshawar, page 10. Do you agree with him? What do you know about the Peshawar University after reading the essay by J. Spain? Page number 16. Answer. The Caravan of Pawandas. The Pawandas, मानी अफगानिस्तान से सर्दियों में पाकिस्तान आने वाले लोग, used to come to Peshawar through Khyber Pass from Afghanistan during winter season. Now they enter the city after passing the university buildings. The university buildings have been constructed, mani, tamir karna, outside the city. So J. Spain has rightly said that Pawanda nomad, mani, khana badosh, now pass through scholarly, mani, alim, community. The university can hold its head high with pride as it has provided many facilities to the students who come to study here. Number 2. The University of Peshawar. The University of Peshawar is situated near the cantonment Mani Chhauni. It is perhaps the greatest achievement of Peshawar during the last 2000 years. It is regarded as one of the best universities of the world. It is one of the largest universities of Europe, Asia, and America. It was founded in 1951. Khan Abdul Qayyum Khan, Chief Minister of NWFP, was its first chancellor. He took keen interest in its construction, mane, tamir, and development. Number 3. Arrival of the writer. The writer came here in 1952 as the representative of the American Embassy, mane, Safarat Khana, to see what help the Fulbright Foundation could offer for the Peshawar University. He met Khan Abdul Qayyum Khan and talked about different items. Khan Abdul Qayyum Khan showed him the plan and asked for help under Fulbright Foundation scheme. It was granted at once. The university rose with great speed. The writer played his role in the page number 17. Development of the university. He helped in preparing first-class hostel for the students. 150 students came to reside in the hostel the same year. Number 4. Building of the university. Peshawar University has a number of colleges and departments. Different blocks of the university building are situated at a little distance, mani, fasla, from each other. These include department colleges, hostel, administration, and professors' residence, mane, rihaish. All the buildings have been constructed according to the modern needs and techniques. The students have been provided separate rooms at the hostel so that they could study peacefully. Mane, sukoon se. Question number 5. The university is perhaps the greatest achievement of Peshawar's 20-odd centuries. Page 8. This sentence has been taken from the essay Peshawar by James Spain. How does he describe the evolution of the Peshawar University from a single old building to a scholarly community, which can hold its own with the most venerable European and American universities? Answer. The most important achievement, Mani, Kamyabi, of Peshawar throughout its history is the Peshawar University. It is situated outside the city of Peshawar. In 1952, when the writer visited it for the first time, it was a single old building a few miles west to a cantonment, Mani Chowni, on the road, page number 18, to Khyber and was known as Islamia College. In all its way, it is really one of the most important and modern seat of learning in the country at present. It is one of the largest universities of Europe, America and Asia. It can hold its head with pride, mane, fakhr, as it provides many facilities to the students. Number 1. Blocks of buildings. Different blocks of university buildings are situated, mane, waqi hona, at a little distance, mane, fasla, from each other. University has a number of colleges and departments at its credit. All the buildings of different departments, colleges, administration, professors' residence, mane, rihaish, and hostel for students are built according to modern needs and techniques. Students are provided separate, mane, alag, rooms at hostels so that they can study without any interference, mane, mudakhlat, from any colleagues of theirs. Number 2. Foundation of University. The university was founded, mane, qaim ki gayi, in 1951. Khan Abdul Qayyum Khan, the Chief Minister of NWFP, was the first Chancellor of the university. He took keen interest and worked actively for materializing the plan of university. James Spain happened to visit Peshawar on behalf of American Embassy, mane, Safarat Khana, in 1952. He came to examine the plan and beginning of the university and to suggest, mane, tajweez karna, what help the young Fulbright Foundation could give to it on a future date. He met Khan Abdul Qayyum Khan, who showed him the plan and told that the beginning, mane, aghaaz, of the university was made with full zeal and enthusiasm. The writer played his part in its development. Page number 19. Mane, tarakki, through the Fulbright Foundation and helped in preparing the first-class hostel for the university. 150 students came to reside, mane, rihaish rakhna, in the hostel the same year when the session started. Each student was given a separate room so that he may study without the interference, mane, mudakhlat, of his colleagues. Thus the university rose with great speed. It is correct to say that Peshawar University is a seat of learning and one of the universities of the world. Question number 6. The Peshawar cantonment is Victorian England with a rich Pathan flavor. Page 6. This sentence has been taken from the essay Peshawar by J. Spain. State in your own words the description offered by J. Spain. Peshawar University, 2000. Answer. Victorian England. The Peshawar cantonment is a Victorian England. It is modern in style. It presents a lovely fusion, mane milap, of tradition, mane riwayat, and change. The broad streets with their English names remind, mane yaad dilana, the Victorian England. It begins opposite the Kissa Khwani Bazaar, beyond the great round Sikh fort, mane Qila, which is now the headquarters of Pakistan Frontier Corps, and spread out along both sides of the white tree-lined mall. The mall with its green lawns lends a special charm, mane husn, to it. There are churches, hotels, parks, and shops of Western type. Tongas are also seen there. Number 2. The Big Bungalows. Big bungalows can be seen on both sides of the mall. Page number 20. They are scattered here and there. Far back streets with walls 3 feet thick and ceilings mane chat 14 feet high. Most have colorful mane rangeen histories of their own. Number 2. Rooskeppel House. On the west side of the cantonment, there is the famous mane mashhoor Rooskeppel House, the traditional mane rivaiti residence mane rihaish of the political agent for Khyber Agency. Here groups of Afridis can be seen drinking tea in the shade, mani, saya, of verandas, waiting their turn to tell their troubles to or make their demands upon the political agent. Number 4. Hotels and offices. On one side we can see the Greens Hotel and on the other the offices of the only newspaper of NWFP, the Khyber Mail, which deals with local and international mane Bain-al-Aqwami news on the same level. Moreover, Dean's Hotel can also be seen in the cantonment. It is very much an old building in tone with the old cantonment atmosphere, mane, mahol, but the staff of the hotel is very cordial, mane, purjosh, and well behaved. The register at Dean's Hotel in which the guests indicate mane, zahir karna, the point from which they came and their destination, mane, manzil, and expected, mane, mutawakka, date of departure, mane, rawangi, is an invaluable, mane, anmol, and for the motorless travelers seeking a ride to Rawalpindi, Kohat, Swat, or Kabul. Number 5. Museums. There are 2 museums, mane, Ajaib Ghar, in cantonment. One is government-run Peshawar Museum and the other is privately managed. Peshawar Club. The government-run Peshawar Museum down the cantonment railway station fosters mane dunya, an impression, mane tasur, of calm and serenity, mane sukoon. The statues, mane but, that stand in the museum take us to page number 21. 1,000 years back, the statues, mane mujassme, that stand in its dark corners look like ghosts, mane bhoot. One can see old coins of Greek rulers who ruled over this province after the death of Alexander the Great, mane Sikandar-e-Azam. In Peshawar Club, one has same feelings. The pictures of its walls, though not much old, have transformed mane tabdeel karna into a living tradition. The picture on its wall relate to British days. Both the cantonment and the city seem to carry hundreds of years on their shoulders. Its buildings are modern in style, no doubt, yet it is a city country centuries old. Both tourists and schoolboys are entertained and instructed by the curator. Question number 7. Write short notes on the following. Number 1. Peshawar Museum. Number 2. The tea stalls. Answer. Number 1. Peshawar Museum. There are 2 museums, mane Ajaib Ghar, in Peshawar. One is run by the government and is called Peshawar Museum. The other is privately run and is called Peshawar Club. The Peshawar Museum is situated, mane waqe, at some distance from the cantonment railway station. It contains paintings relating to British days. There are some remains, mane baqiyat, of old dresses and pots. One can see old coins, mane Yunani, of Greek rulers who ruled the province after the death of Alexander, mane Sikandar-e-Azam. The museum gives some insight into the culture of area. It has some statues, mane but, that look like ghosts, mane bhoot. Tourists, mane sayyah, visit this museum. The children enjoy visiting it. It offers very little worth seeing things. Anyhow, it is one of the favorite mane makbool place of Peshawar. In Peshawar Club, one has the same feelings. Page number 22. The picture of its wall relate to British state. Both tourists and schoolboys visit the museum. They are entertained and instructed by the curator. Number 2. Tea stalls. The tea stalls are a common feature of Peshawar. Pathans are very fond of tea. One can see different tea stalls in the street. Almost every second shop in the bazaar is a tea stall. The tea stalls are usually माने आम तौर पर 6 feet wide and 6 feet deep with a narrow माने तंग opening to the street. The tea seller wears a perpetual mani daimi smile. Tea which is sold here is of different kinds. Many people like strong black tea with milk and sugar mixed in it. Tea leaves, milk and sugar are boiled together at the same time. Many shops are kahwa, serve kahwa, mane kahwa. It is Chinese green tea. It is prepared with great care and arrangement. The tea seller washes the leaves with hot water. He mixes cardamom, mane, elaichi in it. In this way, he adds flavor, mane khushbu, to it. It is the national drink of Peshawar. Usually, there is the same kind of equipment, mane saman, which include cups, pots, and brass samovar. These tea stalls cater for different taste, mane zaiqa. Some of them specialize in black tea, others in Kashmiri tea, many serve kahwa. Question number 8. The business streets of Peshawar are highly specialized, one for shoes, another for headgear, yet another for clothes. Page 3. This sentence has been taken from the essay Peshawar by J. Spain. State in your own words the description of these streets of Peshawar. Peshawar University, 2008. Page number 23. Answer. J. Spain visited NWFP on several times. He had the opportunity, mane mauka, of observing it closely. The way of the Pathans, he made many friends here. The business streets of Peshawar are highly specialized. One is for shoes, another of headgear, yet another for clothes, a fourth for silver, a fifth for carpets, and so on. There are so many streets. Each deals in just one particular trade. The important feature of Peshawar is that there is separate street for every separate article. Number 1. Visit to the shoe street. There is a shoe street in Peshawar. All kinds of shoes are sold here. Some shoes are costly, mane mehenge, and some are cheap. One day the writer passed through different streets of the city. He wandered about in the shoe bazaar and the street of hardware merchants, mane tajer. He was much impressed, mane mutassir hona, with the variety of goods offered for sale. Walking through the shoe bazaar, he counted almost 2 dozen varieties of shoes in one shop. These ranged from the narrow, thin-soled Persian slipper variety made of soft white leather, mane chamra, embroidered, mane kashida kari hona, with blue and gold, to a massive pair of brogans of Dutch wooden shoe design with soles fully 2 inches thick. He inquired about the special purposes of different types of shoes. The cobbler, mane mochi, was cooperative. He showed him a variety of shoes which are meant to be worn at different occasions. He told him that this one is for wedding of very rich lady. This shoe is for wedding time. It is worn by a rich lady. The other one is for going to office. The third one is for the soldier, and so on.
अजीज़ तलबा, ये ऑडियो रिकॉर्डिंग आपके लिए ह्यूमैनिटेरियन डेवलपमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एबटाबाद के ज़रिए एहतमाम की गई। ह्यूमैनिटेरियन डेवलपमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एबटाबाद 2011 से अपनी मदद आपके तहत सेहत, तालीम और मुआशी खुद मुख्तारी के शोबों में बेहतरी के लिए कोशां है। इदारा ने न सिर्फ खैबर पख्तूनख्वा बल्कि मुल्क भर के नाबीना तलबा की तालीमी मुश्किलात और रुकावटों को दूर करने के लिए एफ.ए. ता मास्टर्स लेवल की निसाबी कुतुब और कोर्सेज़, जिनमें अल्लामा इकबाल ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी के कोर्सेज़ भी शामिल हैं, को ऑडियो रिकॉर्डिंग में मुंतकिल करने का एहतमाम किया है, ताकि नाबीना तलबा आला तालीम तक रसाई हासिल करके मुल्क कौम की तरक्की और खुशहाली में अपना भरपूर किरदार अदा कर सकें। ये तमाम ऑडियो रिकॉर्डिंग्स नाबीना तलबा को बिल्कुल मुफ्त फराम की जा रही हैं। नाबीना तलबा के अलावा दीगर तलबा भी इस तालीमी सहूलत से इस्तिफादा कर सकते हैं। ह्यूमैनिटेरियन डेवलपमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एबटाबाद, ईमेल hdOATD@gmail.com, वेबसाइट hdorg.net, राब्ता नंबर 03459541 यानी 0345 95 41 838।
Page number 24. Number 2. Hardware Merchant Street. Now the writer entered the street of hardware merchants. It is not far from the shoe bazaar. Here he noticed different articles. Their quality was as impressive as the variety. Of these, Knives are the most interesting. The knives of Peshawar are very special. The Pathans make their own knives. There are different varieties, mane aksam, of knives. These were very beautiful and skillfully, mane hunarmandi se, designed. Some were small, delicate, mane umda, pen knives. Some knives had large blades. He was greatly interested in these knives. He compared them with the knives of Gukhas and declared that they are equally fine and good. Number 3. Funny experience. One day he entered a shop. There he saw a very large knife. It was about 18 inches long. He thought that it was for cutting crop. The shopkeeper took it back and said by making a gesture, mane ishara, "No, Sahib, it is for cutting the faces." The business streets of Peshawar represent a very important aspect, mane pehlu, of its life. There is rush of business and variety of goods. The city is famous for quite large number of products, mane pedawar, like shoes, caps, carpets and hardware goods. The writer noticed that the prices of the goods were very low. Chapter number 2. The Indus in Fetters by Arnold J. Toynbee. उर्दू तर्जुमा। इस मजमून में मुसन्निफ अपने सफ़र कोहाट के चंद दिलचस्प मुशाहिदात बयान करता है। जब वो दराए कोहाट की छत पर खड़ा होकर सामने नज़र डालता है तो इसे नीचे कोहाट की छावनी छोटी से नज़र आती है और कोहे सुलेमान की पहाड़ियाँ बेड़ियों की शक्ल में दरियाए सिंध की तरफ जाती हुई दिखाई पेज नंबर 25 देती हैं। इस जगह दरियाए सिंध का नज़ारा बहुत ही खूबसूरत है। दरियाए सिंध को अगर नाजनीन तस्वर किया जाए तो इस जगह इसके पाँव में बेड़ियाँ पड़ी नजर आती हैं। अटक के मकाम पर दरियाए सिंध मुक़य्यद हो जाता है। यहाँ से दोनों तरफ बड़े बड़े पहाड़ शुरू हो जाते हैं। ये पहाड़ी सिलसिला काला बाग तक मुसलसल चला जाता है। काला बाग जाकर ये बेड़ियाँ कट जाती हैं और दरियाए सिंध आज़ादाना तौर पर बहना शुरू हो जाता है। अब मुसन्निफ खुशहालगढ़ का कसद करता है। ये एक छोटा सा गांव है। यहाँ सड़क बल खाती हुई नीचे जाती है। ये बहुत ख़तरनाक रास्ता है। अगर यहाँ अचानक कार रोकना पड़े तो शायद नामुमकिन है। ये खौफनाक सफ़र तय करके मुसन्निफ कोहाट पहुँच जाता है। वो इस रास्ते का मुआजना इटली के शहर पीपल्स के जुनूब में सारेंटो के इर्द गिर्द के रास्ता से करता है। कोहाट पहुंचकर वो गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज से आगे मशरिक की तरफ मुड़ जाता है। मैदान ख़त्म हो जाता है और चॉकलेट रंग की पहाड़ियाँ शुरू हो जाती हैं। देखने पर ऐसा मालूम होता है कि समंदर को किसी ने जादू के असर से पत्थर में तब्दील कर दिया। जब वो पुल पर खड़ा था तो उसकी नज़र गडरिया पर पड़ी। वो अपनी भेड़ों को इकट्ठा कर रहा था। गडरिये ने इनको इकट्ठा करके दरिया की तरफ धकेल दिया। ये भेड़ें यूरोपी भेड़ों से बहादुर थीं, वरना खुशहाल खान खटक अपने कबीले के बहादुरों का मुकाबला भेड़ों से ना करता। यूरोपी भेड़ें पानी में जाना पसंद नहीं करती। वो ये देखकर हैरान रह गया कि ये भेड़ें इत्मीनान से तैरती हुई दूसरे किनारे पर पहुंच गईं। वो तमाम दिन इस मंजर को देखता रहा और लुत्फ़अंदोज़ होता रहा। Important questions. Question number 1. Give the summary of the lesson The Indus in Fetters. Answer. The Indus in Fetters. The writer tells us about the beauty, mane khubsurat, of river Indus. Once he had to pass through Kohat Pass, he started journey, mane safar. After passing through Afridi tribal territory, he entered Kohat Pass. He stood on the roof of Kohat Pass. Page number 26. He saw that the whole land was surrounded, mane ghiri hui, by hills, rocks and mountains, mane pahad. Rocks looked like vast sea of reddish brown rock. He had the opportunity to look at the beauty of the river Indus. He says that the river Indus, like all other rivers, flows at its sweet will quite freely. But at two places it has fetters, mane bediyan. Number 2. Places of fetters. These two places are at Atak and Kalabagh. It seems to be shut up in mountains at Atak. It appears as if it has been chained and imprisoned, mane qaid karna. At Atak the water of Indus is confined, mane muqayyad, to a narrow way. It flows through a narrow, mane tang, and rocky path, mane pahadi rasta. From Atak to Kalabagh, it is surrounded, mane ghira hua, on both sides by big hills. At Kalabagh it comes out of fetters. It is free again and flows at its sweet will. The waves move very fast. The water flows widespread in plains. It was very dangerous, mane khatanak, to pass through the Kohat Pass downward. It looked like a death trap, mane maut ka jal, to drive on these roads. The writer drove without utmost care and came down towards the Kohat cantonment. After reaching the government college, he turned towards east. Number 3. Decides to go to Khushalgarh. He decided to go to Khushalgarh. He stood on the bridge. He saw a sight. He saw a shepherd, Mane Gadaria. He was arranging his beautiful sheep in order. The sheep got together, but they were frightened, Mane Dari Hui, because they were to pass through water. The shepherd pushed them towards the river. The writer could not understand why the man was treating the sheep harshly. He thought that he was either a mad or a devil incarnate. Mane Shaitan Mushkil Asani, Insani. But he was neither. Page number 27 of the two. The writer was surprised when he saw the sheep going down one after other in the water of the river and climbing onto the other bank. They shook their bodies like dogs who do the same when they come out of the water. He remembered, Mane Yad Ana, that Ethiopian sheep did not like water and were coward, Mane Buzdil. He also remembered that the great Pashto poet Kushal Khan Khattak had compared the bravery, Mane Bahaduri, and courage of his tribemen, Mane Kabila, to that of sheep. He enjoyed the scene fully and wished to see it again and again. Question number 2. What does A.J. Toynbee mean by the words the Indus in fetters, or justify the title The Indus in Fetters? Give your reasons for the justification. Answer. Number 1. The Indus in Fetters. Arnold J. Toynbee has described his visit to Kohat Pass, Kohat Cantonment and Khushalgarh Bridge of River Indus under the heading The Indus in Fetters by the words the Indus in fetters. He means that the river Indus flows between high hills from Attock to Kalabagh, and thus he is fully justified in saying that Indus has two fetters. Number 2. Fetters at Attock and Kalabagh. The Indus has fetters, Mane Bediya, at two places. These places are at Attock and Kalabagh. At Attock, river goes into fetters and begins to flow, arrested between the high walls of surrounding Mane Girdonava mountains. The widespread waters of Indus are suddenly confined, Mane Muqayyad Hona, to a narrow,